I switched my twin sister Shampoo with hair dye the night before her wedding 10 years later. She finally got her revenge. Ever wondered how far sibling rivalry can go? Peering up as an identical twin meant I was always looking for ways to stand out. My sister Olivia was the good twin parent, organized, responsible, always planning ahead. I was the fun twin turned spontaneous, creative, and admittedly sometimes reckless. When Olivia announced her engagement to James, her college sweetheart, I was genuinely happy for her until she asked our cousin Megan to be her maid of honor instead of me. You are too unpredictable, Lily, she explained. I need someone who won't turn my bachelorette party into a bail situation. Fair point. There was that one incident in Vegas, but still, I was hurt. The night before her wedding, while staying at our parents' house, I had what drunk me thought was a brilliant idea. I carefully emptied half her expensive shampoo bottle and replaced it with semi-permanent blue hair dye that matched the exact consistency. I woke to an unholy scream from the bathroom. Olivia stood in the doorway, towel wrapped around her body, hair dripping blue onto her shoulders. The wedding was in 6 hours. What followed was pure chaos. My mother crying, my father calling every salon in town, Olivia alternating between sobbing and threatening my life, the photographer suggesting we lean into it with blue-themed photos. Somehow they found a stylist who managed to tone it down to a pale blue that actually looked intentional with her white dress. The wedding went forward and the photos Perrin, I have to admit, Perrin looked magical, like she'd planned it. But Olivia didn't speak to me for 8 months afterward. Eventually she forgave me. Life moved on. I grew up, started my own graphic design business, and even developed something resembling responsibility. The blue hair incident became family legend, brought up at holidays with eye rolls and reluctant laughter. Fast forward 10 years, I was getting married to my partner, Alex. Olivia, now a mother of 2, had graciously agreed to be my maid of honor despite our history the night before my wedding. We stayed at a beautiful beach house with our bridal party. Olivia insisted on making everyone her famous mimosas in the morning, per a tradition she'd started at her friends' weddings. To my sister, she toasted with a strange glint in her eye. May your marriage be as beautiful as you'll look tomorrow. The mimosa was delicious. I drank 2-3 hours before the ceremony. I looked in the mirror to start my makeup and screamed. My teeth were completely black. Olivia appeared in the doorway holding a bottle of food-grade activated charcoal. It was in the mimosas, she said calmly. Don't worry, it'll wear off in about 24 hours. The photographer can always Photoshop the pictures. My wedding is in 3 horse. I shrieked, and mine was in 6 when you turned my hair blue, she replied with a serene smile. What followed was me frantically brushing my teeth for 45 minutes straight. Nothing helped. The charcoal had stained them completely black. My makeup artist, a miracle worker named Clue as you mean, assessed the situation. We can work with this, she said, though her wide eye suggested otherwise. We'll do a dramatic eye look to distract and maybe you can smile less. Olivia watched this unfold, sipping another mimosa. You know, she said thoughtfully. Blue hair actually photographed quite nicely. Black teeth though, that's going to be tough. Just as I was considering postponing the entire wedding, she handed me a small bottle, dental grade whitening rinse. Use it now again in an hour and once more before the ceremony. Your teeth will be back to normal. She had a solution the entire time. As I frantically rinsed, she leaned against the door frame. A decade. Lily, I waited a decade to plan the perfect revenge. I wanted you to feel exactly what I felt. Panic, then relief, then the realization that this will be talked about at every family gathering until we die. She was right. At the reception, our grandmother asked loudly if I was still having dental issues while the best man incorporated the story into his toast. The photos turned out beautiful. My teeth were white, my dress was perfect, and in every shot you can see Olivia standing beside me with the satisfied smile of someone who played the longest revenge game in history. Last Christmas, she gave me a custom photo album titled Twins, Blue Hair and Black Teeth. Implied was a note, where even now your future children are safe probably. Sibling rivalry never dies. It just evolves into more elaborate pranks with longer planning horizons, and honestly I wouldn't have it any other way, but I still check my shampoo every single time.